Congratulations on launching your senatorial bid earlier on in the week. This is a seat you're vying for the second time, and in 2017 you claimed that you were rigged out of that election. What makes you think that this time round things will be different?
Even in 2017, I believe I won the seat, but because of this computer technology, they declared that I'm lost. I lost the seat. I have not seen any progress. The management of the county is still down, and I believe there's no question that has been raised about the management of the resources. So this is why I need to stand as a senator. We know the senator is like a watchman who takes care of the county. I believe all will be well, because all we need is a good level playing ground to be able to contest.
What is your relationship with the Deputy President, since both of you lay claim to being lifelong KANU members before he moved to other parties?
I personally have no problem with the Deputy President. Even he comes here, he holds some harambees, I attend. And when the Deputy President is running for president, he's doing that like any other person who can run the seat of a president. He can also be president. Anybody can be president. So there's no problem, and I don't have any hard feelings in him.
In December last year, on the 7th to be specific, the Deputy President had a series of rallies here in Laikipia County. And during those rallies, there was a feeling that some of your supporters were heckling the DP and his team. Now, what really happened?
In the meeting, we had so many people who had their pictures of their supporters. Even myself, I had people who were supporting me. And they felt bad when I was not given a chance to address. They said that was a UDA meeting. But I find it not right when you come to a place and there are leaders there. They need to be given chances to address their problems, so that at least when you become president, you can be able to tackle them according to the way they were raised. And when you say you want your party UDA and you don't want any other party, that one is not right. But the problem with the Deputy President, you want to work with the Western people, those they can unite with him. But when he comes to Mount Kenya, he says he wants one party. Don't you see, even himself, he has a problem? Yeah? You should decide if you would want to bring the parties together. Bring the parties in the whole Republic of Kenya. Not saying here you don't want briefcase parties, you don't need this, you don't want them to talk in your meeting. But when you go out of Central, you talk about other parties coming together.
You're vying at a time when insecurity in Laikipia is on the rise. What do you think is the long-term solution to the problems ailing the security of this county?
About 3/4 of this county is owned and is occupied by foreigners, animals, and some very few rich people. So 3/4 of this county is like it is managed by about 30 people, which is not fair. There is no equal distribution of land in this place. So people have tried not to be peaceful. The Maasai, the Pokot, and all the other pastoralist people believe that they have been denied their right. We have so many illiterate people. There are no schools in their areas. There is need for a law to be passed so that the Pokot can know their place to graze their cattle. And their children are supposed to be taken to school.
Do you think that the government responds by instituting a military base at the Laikipia Nature Conservancy and also the operations that have been going on at different times in this region are the solution?
When you bring military to a place, they will fight 1 or 2 days. people continue to be killed. And the fight these people are fighting does not belong to the military. It can be solved by the people themselves, because the military will come for 1 day or 2 days. They will fight for 2 days. But those people that are coming to fight, they will hide in the bushes and attack you when you are not aware. So we need people who are the native troops, those villagers, the elders, the chiefs, are supposed to be very much watchful. If somebody doesn't have food to eat, you don't have place to graze your cattle, you don't have water, then the problem will continue. We need to talk to the neighboring counties so that they can have enough water, they can have enough places to graze, and they can have people to guard their areas and our areas, even including the police and the military.
Can you just tell us how you and Raila Odinga met, and what is the nature of your relationship? Despite him being the audio party leader, you're still a close confidant.
Maybe people don't know. I'm a neighbor. I'm a next door neighbor to the ODM leader in Karen. And he has been my friend for many years. I came to know Raila when I was 20 years old. I believed in what he was doing when he was struggling to put this country right. And we share so many things in common, myself and Raila Odinga. I was taken to prison. The cell that Raila Odinga used to stay, that is the cell that I was staying in. People have rejected Raila, they have rejected myself, but after some time, we have seen people embracing us again. They were doing that because of ignorance.
For years now, you have been on record saying that you have been able to defuse the Mungiki sect and it is no more. However, during times like this, when the country is preparing for an election, there are undertones that this group might be operating undercover and possibly being used as a tool for political violence. Is this the case?
What I will tell Kenyans, we don't have any organized gang in the Republic of Kenya. What we have is poverty. When people become poor, they tend to organize themselves. Now, during that time, we were small, young people who did not know even the registration of parties. There were a lot of propagandas that people were taking oath, their illegal assembly, illegal gathering. We were young boys. We were used by politicians whenever they went to do their meetings. This time it's different. We can be able to make our own decisions. And we have said we are not going to be used by these politicians. And I'm also encouraging the youth in the Republic of Kenya not to be used. There is a problem of these old people. They don't want the youth to come up. Every time they see any youth coming up, they want to suppress them. It is still the same as today. People are talking about, they are saying that they are hustling. Many of our youth don't have land until they depend on their parents. What is here in my mind is that we don't have Mungiki, we don't have groups which are organized to destabilize the election.
Laikipia is part of the Greater Mount Kenya, and the president is set to have a summit dubbed the Sagana III. Are you going to be part of this, and do you think that this will give direction in terms of the presidential election?
Kano is part of the people supporting the president. Kano signed an agreement with the Jubilee. And if it is going to sign another agreement with Azimio la Umoja, we are going to be part of it. But that one does not give us the right to deny other people chances when they are campaigning because they come from other political parties. We are there to welcome them, to sell their policies, give everything that they have that we can hear and weigh what they are talking to see the direction we are going to take. It is said, if you know where you're going, anyway it can take you there.
Thank you, Maina Njenga, for hosting NTV for this big interview here in your home in Laikipia County. From a renegade youth leader of an outlawed sect to a now mature and rather seasoned politician, he hopes that he will be the next face of Laikipia in terms of representing it at the Senate. He says that the solution in ending insecurity in this area lies with empowering the different and diverse communities that live here in Laikipia.